has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Yo,
Trump's
my
an
man is
asshole.
a savage. Savage. Yo, and International Quiet Storm. Yes, Quiet Storm sent me this clip. He said I sent them this clip. Yo, I told you I was gonna pull this joint. Yo, this is savage, bro. Savage. Tito, what you got, man?
Oh, that ain't the only problem going on in Maine. If I had a different device, man, I would send you this clip that I have of a Hispanic woman actually had uncovered the fact that they were giving newly arrived immigrants $300,000 free condos in Maine.
Yes, they were.
And so they were interviewing the people with their faces blurred out, and they were like, "Oh no, we don't have to pay for utilities. We don't have to pay for this. We don't have to pay for that." That's the biggest problem with Maine with me. But this is insane. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. I know y'all fond of my predictions. I'm not fond of my predictions because a lot of this shit comes true when I didn't want it to. But this is go. I hope we can survive to the midterms without some type of civil war.
I agree.
And the reason I say that is because this is the same shit that was happening leading up to the. You remember how I was calling Joe Biden Van Buren, that he was the new age Martin Van Buren. That was the president before Lincoln came in. And when all of the red flags that was leading up to the Civil War, he didn't do a goddamn thing, just like Joe Biden didn't do anything. And then Trump, just like Lincoln, has to come in when it's too late already. We have reached the point where it's too late already. We already been in an administrative civil war ever since 2016. Right, but this administrative civil war is about to turn into a shooting civil war, and these are the things that go drive it. You got rogue Democrats who don't understand the supremacy clause of the United States Constitution, even though they have been duly elected to office and swore an oath to said Constitution. You have a fringe left that I really fear and suspect that the better things get in this country. See, y'all happy about a lot of this shit that Trump is doing. I'm happy too, but understand this. The better things get, the more easy it is for people to get things. They are gonna lose their shit. If they see that if they never go get a chance to come back to power again, they are going to lose their shit. They gonna be like, it's now or never. Like how they talking about that Doge dividend. If they send them checks out, man, you might see motherfuckers running up in Cracker Barrels with suicide vests on and shit. I'm telling you, man.
No, I don't think that's far-fetched at all. No, yeah, their backs against the wall.
Look. They already form militias. I bullshit you not. They already form militias. They forming tranny militias and all type of shit. I'm telling you, man. Strap up.
Oh yeah, because the political reality is the pendulum is swung so far back in the other direction. The Democrats are really looking at being in the wilderness for almost another 2 decades, bro. If this shit plays out the way correct, because Vance might do 2 terms, and then they talking about running Ivanka after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Democrats may not be in power for another 2 decades, and I'm with you on that. They are the Dixiecrat party, and like they really have been the arbiters of the majority of violence in the United States, because they were the Dixiecrats. That was a really good take on that segment, Tito. Well done, sir.
My nigga.
Saul, what say you of Trump being a goddamn savage? I love it.
So take this as check a bitch 101. Y'all be having these panels and stuff like that, and these old disrespectful ass guests on your panels and stuff like that. And even he's shown, you know what? This is actually be a demonstration part 2, because you see how he handled himself over at the black journalists with them, right?
Facts.
Like there's no nothing you gonna do to play games or show off or whatever, to get your little moment. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I'm the motherfucking head of state, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And he's conducting himself as such without all the sensitivity and all the other stuff. He's showing a level of strength that we haven't seen in years. You know what I mean? And the other thing too is they tried to shoot him. They've tried with the sex scandal. They've tried with all kind of shit. Now people are so desensitized, or whatever the case may be. It's to the point to where he's effectively made himself untouchable. Like for real. He's uncounselable. You know what I mean? He single-handedly killed council culture.
Facts.
It's done. So I land my plane there.
Well played, sir. Contract, the same line of questioning. What say you of Trump checking the bitch in broad daylight in front of everybody and walking her down slow, telling her like, your career is over, and on top of that, we cutting off all the money to your state. Good luck with that.
I mean, what did they expect the outcome to be? You got to keep in mind, like, they tried to assassinate that man. They tried to take his money. They tried to literally get him gone. They tried to lock him up. After all of that, and he survived it, you're not going to have a good attitude and be all positive. Well, Governor of Maine or whatever the fuck a Maine is. No. Shut up, bitch. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't. I told you to do this. You won't obey. You won't comply. So your ass got to go. It's simplistic. Like we're witnessing a president for I'm not gonna say the first time, but in a long time, be a goddamn man and stick to what the fuck he said. Either do what I say or your ass gonna fry. And it's that simple. He's holding to a standard, and I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm loving it because there's a lot of outspoken folks out here that have opinions and ideas, but opinions like assholes. Everybody got one. So yeah, if he shut her down, he shut her down. Learn your place.
Let me go on ahead and piggyback off of that. And thanks, man. That I wanted to add to that, right? To that sort of. There's a sort of subtext too, right? Only when it's politically convenient, Democrats say that, Republicans like to say states' rights as a sort of subterfuge to promoting racism in southern states. But aren't they using states' rights now? Aren't they promoting, the sort of, sovereignty of the state over the federal government? Didn't we deal with this, like almost 150 years ago? Right? It's kind of funny. I guess maybe the Dixiecrats are going back to their roots. Just wanted to point that out.
No, I think that's spot on. That's spot on. Yeah, using the states' rights in reverse. Well played.
My nigga.
And this one is for Trump.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Hey, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
They not using states' rights in reverse. This is states' rights has always been what they cited. States' rights was what they cited for slavery, even before slavery, the Fugitive Slave Act, all of that shit is always been states' rights. States' rights is what they came with Plessy versus Ferguson. It's always been about states' rights. That's why do you think when for you know, for Republicans supposed to be so racist, why do you think that when Plessy versus Ferguson, when the decision was handed down, why do you think that President Eisenhower had to use federal troops instead of the National Guard? Why do you think he sent the 88th Airborne there? He sent the federal troops there because they was coming with that states' right shit.
Facts. That's facts. Oh.
More people inventing useful things, like Mr. Bobby Ashimura, who wins our Max Headroom Product of the Month award for coming up with a little attachment you plug into your TV and it warns you that the commercial break is coming by automatically switching off your set for 5 seconds. And here to demonstrate it for us is Mr. Ashimura himself.